So let's run through the bippity boppity book of Boba Fett. First, like and subscribe. And watch more vids. So, episodes 1 through 3 I thought were a big miss. I don't like this whole idea of Boba Fett being a soft boy. Even though I think it was the 6th episode where Cad Bane's like, you're going soft at your old age. And Boba's like, everyone does. Why? Why does he need to be soft? I don't believe that's the right route to be taken. So episodes 1 through 3, I saw soft Boba Fett. It was kind of boring. Tamora Morrison's old, and it doesn't make sense timeline-wise. He's also kind of slow. But I still like him, mainly for his voice. His voice is incredibly cool and unique. I looked him up, and he said he's Irish and Scottish. What is he really? But episodes 1 through 3, disaster. Horrible way to start off your show. Episode 4 kind of kicked into gear a little bit. Episode 5 was that spectacular Mandalorian solo episode. That was great. It was a great episode of TV. And it really altered and the perspective of the rest of the show, because like, whoa, the Book of Boba Fett is only good when it's about Mandalorian. Which shows you Jon Favreau could write Mandalorian, but he does not know how to write Boba Fett. Bryce Dallas Howard needs to make a movie. Amazing episode. Felt like Star Wars. The best thing Disney's ever done in a single hour of Star Wars so far. Then episode 6 happened. Continuing good. I think Luke Skywalker should be just recast as a human being. I hate CGI Luke. It's so distracting to me. Just, what are they floating around? Winter Soldier as him? Go for it. Sebastian Stan. Everyone understands that Mark Hamill's old. We're not going to forget that. So we get it. Like Bill Nighy should have played Grand Moff Tarkin. But they're like, oh, we're going to make a CGI. I'm like, why? We know he's dead. We're not stupid. So episode 6 was good, though. Episode 6, Ahsoka's back. Rosario Dawson's phenomenal performance as Ahsoka. Episode 7, though, it kicks back into gear of the Book of Boba Fett and not the Book of Mandalorian. And the finale is something else. It is a spectacular citywide showdown. And the finale really sticks the landing. It is a phenomenal battle, beginning to end, endlessly entertaining. You got an epic, like freaking high noon cowboy thing with these two going out there in a suicide thing, which I don't really think they were being a little melodramatic about it. Oh, we're guaranteed to die. I'm like, you guys have blaster-proof armor. They're shooting blaster pistols at you and blaster rifles and stuff like that. You're gonna be fine. You might get knocked down a few times, but your armor deflects it. Epic fight, though, between Boba and Mandalorian. I think it's the coolest thing to see these two tag team. Someone of the Creed, someone not of the Creed. In the books, Boba Fett took over Mandalore. I would love to see that Boba Fett brought to this. Cad Bane is so cool. He's so cool. He's tall and lanky. Kind of reminds me of Walton Goggins. He's intimidating. That voice is great. Same voice actor. That face is so cool. He's just a cool, incredibly inspired character. Looks like a good old Western assassin cowboy. Then they have this great fight. They have these gigantic, undefeatable, not droidicas, but giant robots with force fields. Then you got Rancors kicking their ass, which was just cool to see Boba Fett riding a Rancor. Best use of a Rancor of all time. Then the epic showdown where Boba Fett proved... Grogu, Baby Yoda's back. It was kind of anticlimactic how he just showed up. But Boba Fett, finally, I was like, okay, where was this Boba Fett for the entire Book of Boba Fett, where he fights Cad Bane? Cad Bane's like, I always knew you were a killer. I'm like, really? Because I don't see that he's a killer at all. He has been a puss up until this last episode when he started killing everybody. And that one time when he used a slave one, to shoot those bandits in the desert. But they got this epic fight. It was great. And then he just murders Cad Bane. And I was like, there you go. If he knows. Where was this Cad Bane? Fennec Shang had her cool assassin moment. She's more Boba Fett than Boba Fett when it comes to this badassery. But it was great. Mandalorian's still badass. He's what Boba Fett, what they're trying to do, they just don't know how to do it, is an honorable, respectful killer. And he's still badass because he still kills people and would kick anybody's ass in a fight. His debut in episode 5, coming back, he slaughtered a whole kitchen of people. But yeah, Boba Fett versus Cad Bane. And Boba Fett riding at Rancor. I was like, good. That was the Boba Fett I wish we had the entire show. But it was great. I don't like that they're bringing back Timothy Oliphant. I think he's a cool character, but I just don't like, it's like Marvel. No one stays dead. I mean, just kill someone and commit to it. Because then nothing has weight anymore. If everyone could just go to a back to tank and come back. Cad Bane's probably going to come back because they're going to look at the marketing thing. They're going to be like, oh, he's really popular. And I would love to see him again, but at the same time, if you're going to kill someone, commit to it. Overall, the show, I would give C+, because I think 5, 6, and 7 are spectacular Star Wars. But 1 through 4, which is more than half, is not. It's not a good show to the last 3 episodes. So they had 3 of the best Star Wars things they've ever done in the last 3 episodes, and 4 of the worst. So it's a very interesting, weird mix of a show. And then Boba at the end is like, I don't know if I'm cut out for this. Am I going to do something different? Because I don't think you're cut out for it. Not this version of Boba. I don't think you're cut out for it either. To be a gangster, I'll say I utterly hate these poor city kids who look filthy, stinking rich. They keep throwing jabs. He's like, oh, he has a freaking monocle, a robot monocle. She has a robot arm. She looks like a punk rock kid from the 1980s. Does not look Star Wars at all. They're riding around in what looks like if Lamborghini made a scooter. They do not look poor at all. They're supposed to be so poor they can't afford water. Yet they look rich as hell. I just don't get them. Look at it. Debut. Pop it in. So I despise those kids. I wish they all died. The Wookiee's cool. The Wookiee had a cool moment where he threw a guy up in the air and shot him in the air. But yeah, that's what I think of the show. Very great last 3 episodes. Bad first 3 episodes. Mediocre 4th episode. And those goddamn poor kids are not poor at all. It's like when my white friends would say, oh, I'm poor. And we go back to their house and they have like 4 cars in the driveway. And a pool in the backyard. I'm like, you're not poor. Maybe for a white guy you're poor, but you're not poor. But yeah. If you've never seen the show, I would say skip the first 3 episodes. Start at episode 4 so you kind of get a hint of what's happening. And watch from there. First 3 episodes, waste of your time.